Yo, what's going on? It's Jalen January, and y'all are tuned into Convo with Marlo. And y'all about to hear some real dope shit. So stay tuned, stay locked in. Make sure you follow, subscribe, wherever you're at. Let's get it.
Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy Convo and Marlo. Today I had to bring back a special guest. Who do I have with me here today?
It's your boy, Jalen January. Last time I was on here, you would call me DJ January.
DJ January.
We dropped the DJ because, I am a DJ, but I do a lot more than that. So we're just going to try to make the brand a little bit more, tighten it.
So you're not really much of a fan of the DJ January anymore? Because when I came in here, that's what I was saying. Because that's what I'm used to saying.
I'm fine with it. That's who I am. I'm a DJ, and my last name's January, my born last name. So ain't nobody wrong. And just for me, the branding, the way it looks on flyers, the way I didn't really I just felt so shoved in with everybody else. DJ whoever, DJ whatever. Everybody's DJ blah blah blah. Yeah. Me. Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, so Jalen January, I'm original, number one, Jalen January.
Yes, sir.
So we had to keep it more of an OG thing.
Yes, sir. So first things first, I want to say thank you for coming on.
Thank you for coming here. You came all the way to the crib, set it all up. I love it. If y'all can't see what's going on back here, but this is way more professional than my shit. I fuck with it.
The thing is, when it was me that invited you to come on, you came all the way to my place. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I wanted to bring up, I remembered, I thought about this as soon as you said, you was down to come on. I remember, I'm like, yo, didn't this guy walk from downtown to Millwoods?
I knew you were gonna bring
that shit.
Yeah, bro. I honestly, I've been through the ringer lately too. I've been walking around a lot lately. I don't know why I like walking so much, but I walked from it was 109th legislature area all the way to this place right here. It took me about 4 hours, 5 hours, some shit like that.
This guy walked from downtown to Millwoods. I don't you have to be from the city to know how crazy that is, because just the drive is crazy by itself.
The drive is 22 minutes.
But what possessed you to It
was a beautiful day. That was the one thing.
That's the only excuse.
I didn't have my whip, so I got to. I was at this girl that I was dating's crib, and then she went to work, and I'm a DJ, so I don't gotta work in the daytime. So I was just like, man, it's a beautiful ass day. I'm gonna fucking walk, and I just started walking. Got to Walterdale Bridge, and I just kept going. By the time I was like, man, I should stop. I'm like, why? I already got so far, but I fucked my legs up, and that fucked me up because I was working out on a regimen. Yeah. And then after that,
the thing that was crazy, don't ask me how, but I low-key kind of remember your outfit. And the one thing I remember, you had Timbs.
Oh yeah. I was wearing Timbs. Yeah, I was wearing Timbs. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. I made that whole walk in Timbs. That was fucked.
Them heavy.
Sorry, I'm good to swear, right?
Of course, what? Of course.
Gotta make sure, keep it PG.
Okay. So before I dive into everything, you know what I'm saying, I want to ask you, what is it that you do? Because you said you kind of wanted to drop the DJ thing.
Why? Why?
Why? What's going on?
So, if you don't know, I'm a DJ January. This is something I've done, but I rap. I've been doing that since I was 7 years old. Way before I ever wanted to be a DJ, way before I've thought I would ever touch turntables or do any of that shit. I was writing my own raps, and then I eventually decided, okay, I gotta record myself. So I learned how to audio engineer, do little simple mix and masters here and there, and then I got into producing my own beats, and finally started to clean everything up, and it took me probably 13-ish years to get to a point where I could master a track and feel I could send this to the radio, and it, at least quality wise of how it's sounding sonically, it would be taken in. So that's when I started doing more studio work and doing mixing and mastering for some of my friends, and trying to get their tracks kind of in order. So that's more so I'm trying to work on the well-roundedness of being an artist. I'm doing a festival at the end of August that I'm rapping at. I have something. Do you know when this is coming up?
This will be the third week of August.
Okay, I can't talk about necessarily what it is, but I got lucky enough to get put into a local magazine that kind of took off during COVID.
No way.
And they're gonna do like a whole expose on me, photo shoot, video shoot. They got a big grant for like almost, big, like a couple tens of thousands of dollars to be able to put this together, and I was blessed enough to get put on the roster. So like I'm really excited because I get to showcase my music in like a more expressive light and more like professional, like well done way, so people hopefully can take my music a little bit more seriously as opposed to just thinking DJ January, he's just a DJ. Nah, it's Jalen January, he does everything. I also have a podcast, if you didn't know as well. I do something called Self-Care Sunday, which we're trying to brand into a party and tie the whole thing together. Have artists in the city come perform, everybody that we've had on the podcast, from Retro to fucking Top Boy. We have the DJs like Justin Foosh, DJ Quake, my mom, like all these people, have them come through, Chris Harvey, and just if they want to come pop up, hey, come spin a little set, do whatever, or just come chill and vibe and like network with all these people that have built something. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking to do that and make it like.
So you're really trying to dive into everything. Like,
I'm trying to just put my hand on the city and say like, look, if anybody like needs help, my hand's right here. So just take it and let's talk and let's figure out how we're gonna make the city better. At the end of the day, I don't care about anything else, because as much as like I've left Edmonton twice. I went to Toronto when I was 19. I came back and I learned like I was a DJ, and then I started my career here. Met somebody and was like, I'm gonna go to Vancouver. Didn't work out. Came back here, and I realized I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why do I keep leaving? Like, there's no point now. Like, especially now. Like, Edmonton is fucking on fire. From the artists that are making music, to the artists that are making art, to like the poets, to the people that I've met that are like making rugs, and like even this right here I'm wearing.
Yo, everything you're saying right now, I can name you exactly who does all of it.
No, yeah, 100%. I know, and I guarantee, bro. It's like even this right here. I gotta shout out my boy Tyshawn and the whole team over there at Estrella, because they gave me a custom fit. I have like, it's a whole Dickies. They put the Estrella on there, members only, and I got it's like a top with like a big star on the back with the E, and like he just did it all like custom for me, and he's making me for that magazine. He's hooking me up with a full customized fit for it, which is going to be really, really dope. And I get to.
Is he a stylist?
He's a stylist, Tyshawn. He's a stylist. He's a football player. He plays for the Golden Bears right now.
Sheesh.
He's fucking very talented. He's looking to be drafted, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And then he also, I didn't know this motherfucker went to Dublin and then came back, and he showed me, he's like, bro, can you mix and master this song for me? And this guy's rapping. So like he's taking on a lot and doing like with ease, doing all these things, and like the clothing brand is top notch. I'm really gonna try to push to get him into some shops out here, and like I really want to make sure people know, like when Estrella drops and you see it like out there, you're gonna see a big ass star with an E on people's back, and you're gonna be like from fucking 50 yards away, like, yo, that's fresh, yelling, yo, like, and I'm telling you, you're gonna want a piece. So when it drops, it's coming soon. It's coming real soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bro, when it comes to these type of things, your mindset is literally just like me. Like our city has so much to show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That just because it's Edmonton, a lot of people like to turn a blind eye to it for God knows whatever reason. But it's like someone knows someone that's doing something big.
Yep.
The city is too small to say I don't know anybody that's not doing anything.
On past Saturday, I was blessed enough to do Forever Friday set once again at the Sea Tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like the city.
So you're like this with Friday.
That's my dog now.
Yes, sir.
That's my dog. Like, I'm very, very lucky. The whole Forever squad, all y'all motherfuckers, like they give me my props, which I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing too much up there when you're playing tracks. You're kind of just spinning the tracks and like interacting as much as you can. But they give me my props and make me feel like I do something more than just play Forever song and then have him go perform. I'm a part of the performance with him up there, and it feels good, man. I appreciate y'all motherfuckers for the opportunity, dog.
I remember when Friday had his show. This was the first show.
The Union Hall.
You already know what I'm talking about.
Yo, that was dope.
No, of course, I loved it.
Great.
Yo, one thing I was thinking, like, damn, this nigga played 100 round 4 times, like 4 times.
Bro,
but what was so crazy is every time you played, I swear the crowd was getting more hype. In my head, I'm like, yo, damn, aren't you niggas tired? Yo, we still turning up.
The thing is, that was like the first or second song too, I think, or maybe we came out to Nana and then that was like the second song or third song, but like the energy was so crazy. And also there were like things that we wanted to like perfect, and me and Forever, we talked about it, and he's like, bro, like spin it back, man, like if you need to, and we just want to like, you feel the vibe. I was like, fuck that shit. Let me know too, you know, he'd always let me know. He's always like always on his shit too. Like you got to give his props, who's Forever's manager.
Yeah,
I maybe bleep his government. Bleep his government. All right, caution.
Don't worry.
That's his name, Caution. So
nigga said the whole government.
that's my bad, bro. I call him by that. I don't even call him Caution no more. Okay, but yeah, he's on his shit, man. He's Forever's manager, and he knows how to get a crowd involved. He knows how to make sure his artist is shining at all times, and you know what I'm saying. You don't get where you are just fucking around. Those guys are a solid team of individuals, man.
No, that whole team is serious. Mm-hmm. Wow. It was nice because when I saw you DJing at that show, at his show, I'm like, yo, I know this guy. I had him on a podcast. Now he's obviously, you've been going on stages for a hot minute, but that was like besides like the clubs we go to and stuff that I see you at, that was my first time actually seeing you do what you love in front of a crowd.
Oh, trust.
Like, yo. And it was just nice for me because I'm like, yo, I had this thing on a podcast before this, you know. And I could literally see it in your body movement, how much you was enjoying this shit, man. You know.
That's something that actually, so I'll plug it right now. I do a Friday night every night at the Common. Right now it's on 109th 9910. I don't know if you know where that location is.
What's the name? Munashi.
Yeah, they just did a show there recently. So actually they did it on the same night as us, and they all came upstairs. We was partying, so it was good. So like literally, we do it every Friday, and it's Afrobeats, dancehall, hip hop. Like we try to make sure it's a vibe, like a vibe, and like from opportunities like that, like that's, I don't even know what I was talking about. See that shit?
No, he's just talking about Munashi at 9910 upstairs.
A little bit before that. It's fine. It's fine. All I'm saying is like, I was just gonna plug it. Like, if you ever want to come out on a Friday, come out on a Friday, because we've been like pushing and moving, and like from that point when I was doing the Forever show, it was like the spark for me to really like start to get my shit together, to be like, okay, I'm getting like these opportunities that are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I can start to leverage my name and build it, I can get to a point where like the Common was something I always wanted to do like 5 years ago. And now I'm here to be able to say like I have a residency there. So it's like, it's just about a gradual like progression of shit is what I've kind of learned. I lost my track from there, so I just had to say some shit.
No, it's all good. No, I feel you though. But yeah, I love when I talk to people on this show. I love talking to people about what they do, and then actually seeing them do what they talked about.
Yes.
Cause my nigga,
bro,
the energy I saw, bro. You're jumping. I see you jumping. I'm like, bro, how you mixing and jumping, doing that? Freaking all
I'm
that.
Telling you that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. That show was tough. So.
Because you got to try to match the energy and everything.
So I remember what I was gonna say.
Okay.
About the Common every Friday. We're there is why when you said the energy thing, me and my boy Lugs, we play together, and like people will come up to us and be like, "You guys are having fun. Like you guys are literally enjoying yourselves."
That's
like,
what it looks like.
Yeah, and that's getting like pushed past the booth and into the crowd. So everybody like in front of us is just feeding off our energy. We're feeding off their energy, and it's the most important part. Like you see a DJ fucking sitting on his phone, or like super like zoned out, or like stone faced, like you're like, all right, motherfucker, you might be playing like hot shit, but like, you know, how cool do you want to look? Like, enjoy your life. And I used to be that motherfucker. I used to be the stone face, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna post up here and play my music for 4 hours, and y'all just gonna have to fucking enjoy it. But like, man, I used to be bored sometimes, and then I realized I'm like, enjoy your life, dog. And that's something that when you push it out and people see you enjoying the thing that you love to do, bro, they enjoy it so much more. And they really appreciate, like, man, you gave me energy off that, and I feel a different way from it. Now I understand why you do what you do. So it's like, yeah, that's the whole thing, man.
I remember from the first time I had you on, when I asked you, like, I don't know if you remember or not, but I asked you, what's that feeling like when you play a song that's really hot at that moment and the whole crowd goes crazy? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, what I want to ask you is, like, obviously you doing what you do, is the feeling still the same?
Yeah.
Like what is? I can't think what the hottest song is right now. But whenever you just play that hot shit, you just feel the ground shaking low key.
Yeah. Right now, it's Afro beats, man.
Yo, Afro beats is different.
It's Afro beats,
Different.
man. It's different. It makes people move different. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say I talk crazy. I kind of Afro beats, bro.
Right.
What do you want?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I started giving. I can't even say these guys' names. You know what I'm saying?
But
I started listening to.
Like I listen to Rema. I listen to like Rema, Wizkid, and then like some like low key like Joe Boy. He's not low key, but like
I started listening to a whole bunch of Afro beats. And I'm like, yo, like not to know weird shit, but like now I want to like learn how to move my hips.
Yeah, no, touch.
But bro, I'm too stiff. I can't do any of that because I'm used to like bobbing my head to niggas talking about killing and robbing moms and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But when you see the women moving to some Afro beats or whatever the case may be, that's when you know. Like I had a very wonderful woman in my life at a certain point who would like she loved to dance, and she brought that into my life. She loved Afro beats, Latin music, and just things that made you move, and like old school reggae, all that. So, like before that, I didn't dance, and then when I was with her, she just would make me dance with her. You know, she was fine. So I'm like, I'm not gonna. You're gonna go what? You're gonna go dance out there, and who's gonna dance on you? Fuck that. I'm gonna figure this shit out. And I became. I wouldn't say I'm a good dancer, but now at least I feel comfortable enough to move my body, and you know what I'm saying. And the Afro beats is that little step. I feel like everybody's like, you can't not want to move your body when you hear a certain like drum kick pattern like that. You're just like, fuck, let's get it going.
Nah, yeah, bro, Afro beats is the shit.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying.
It's that's that shit that gives you that feeling. That
bro, you could be the one nigga that's killed everybody in your neighborhood. When Afro beats come on, you're turning up.
Oh, 100%.
You're turning up.
Yeah.
Burna Boys. Asake, bro. There's just a whole bunch of these people.
Trust, bro.
I listen to and I'm like, yo. Like if I knew how to dance like African or Caribbean style, it'd be over.
You ever want to do that like hard, like that 120, like really fast, like you know what I'm saying? That like when you see like people like you know like La Connectionale. No. Have you ever heard of them? They're like a collective of they do like Afro Latin parties. Yeah. Right, and this dude Ivan, he's like a dance instructor. This guy can move his body and like the way that it's just like. It's so magnetic, and he's moving so fast and like just with so much energy. Yeah. I'm like, damn, I wish I could move like that. Like it just looks so engaging. Like you're so involved with the song, and that's like why this shit is so important to me, bro. When you see people moving like that, when you play that song, and then they're like screaming and still like giving you the forwards and like, you know what I'm saying, coming up to you and like banging on shit and saying like, yo DJ, that shit is crazy, like run that back, like. And
it's like, how can you not turn up when you see everybody else turning up?
You're an asshole at that point, man.
You know, like there's those few odd people that are just like posted up on the wall like this, mean mugging everybody. Like, nigga, you paid $20 to get in. You probably paid some alcohol for some shorties and shit, bro. Turn up. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy your life. Go have a few shots and loosen up. Smoke a joint, come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna like Edmonton, especially we've been locked up for 2 years. You can't go out, do shit, whatever. Like, you know, I know, motherfuckers was figuring it out, but like,
of course, niggas always will. Always.
We always will, man. You can't stop with the prohibition, man. Come on now. Parties never stop. Yes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, loosen up, figure out like this has been these last like 3-4 months. Good weather, the fucking city's open, things are actually happening. This is the time for you to actually go out and feel like you are involved with people. Get social, make new friends. I used to be so closed off. I lost so many gigs. I'd never met like people, opportunities. I said, fuck that shit. And this was like when COVID was about to begin. I came back to the city and I was ready to just start running. And I ran right into the wall. And I was like, all right, so I gotta wait two years? Or whatever the case may be, that it kept climbing up. And then when shit dropped, that's why you see my name as much as you may or may not see my name. If you do see it, you might see it a little frequently, and more so because I can't wait no longer, man. We got to make this shit happen. Like I just feel like from the last few weeks, like, last month, bro, like my life is gradually like flipped and changed, and the opportunities that I have, like, can provide people with that feeling to fucking come through and have an actual good time in the city of Edmonton, where you can enjoy your night and you leave and you're like, damn, man, like, You remember having that much fun ever, or waking up the next morning and you don't even know where the fuck you are?
Yeah.
Like, that's the shit I want.
Jeez.
That's the shit I've been on lately.
I think, like, bro, with a mindset like that, you have no choice but to be great at what you do.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're thinking of,
Thank
like...
you for saying that. I'm
nah,
not great.
the thing is, it's like, I'm being dead ass too. For you to think of... Because, like, that whole thing you just said had nothing to do with you. It had to do with other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Other people turning up, other people not remembering where they at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The fact that your mindset is like that, only great things could come, which is a good ass mindset to have.
I appreciate that.
I was low key the same way. I wouldn't say I was closed off to people because I've always looked at myself as a social creature. I love like you know the raw XD type of people.
Yeah.
I would see them at school when I went to when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I conversate with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
those
saying?
are all my friends.
Low key.
Yeah.
The main reason why I wanted to talk to them is because just in case they shut up the school, I wanted to.
You want to keep it on the good side, bro.
Safe. Nah, but those type of guys, I love talking to people that are considered different. Because to me, you're not different. You just, I see two, you see three.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, perception is everything, man.
I love talking to those type of people because let's say we see two of the same thing. I want to ask you, bro, why do you see it like that when I see it like this? What is it?
Yep.
And I love when I could talk to someone. You and I disagree on something, but it's still respectful.
Yeah.
We're not coming at, bro, you're fucking woo. We're not coming at each other crazy.
Man. That's a conversation that like
you go.
You motherfuckers argue all the time. I don't want to argue with nobody ever. I don't feel like if you start arguing with me about something, I'll just walk away. Cause like after a certain point, like, bruh, what is there to, and if we're not talking about what is actually the situation and building upon each other, if we're just taking stabs and taking dabs like at each other, there's no point to continue to speak.
Nah, real shit.
Like everything has to build, bro. People don't know how to do that shit.
No, that's what you just said is real shit. And ego too.
Yeah.
Ego is a dangerous drug. Ego is crazy. Ego will get niggas at different places. You know, and I feel like once a lot of us are able to let those type of things go, E-Town will be the best fucking city out there.
100%.
Cause and another thing I strongly dislike is, okay, boom, you're doing what you're doing right now, but I won't fuck with you because you don't have a blue check mark yet, or I won't fuck with you because you did 1-2 things with Friday, but did you do something for Alfonso? You know what I'm saying? Niggas always got to try to find a way to not fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
I'm just like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Just be happy, live in the moment, be happy because he's happy. You see what he's doing, the nigga's happy as shit.
I tell people, and I talk about it all the time. It's like if you come to a place and you go to a party, right? Some local dude store or whatever, and you pull up in there, and you're a little early, and it's a little dead, and you're like, oh, this place is whack, and you fuck out, and you leave. Then the next people that come in do the same thing, and do the same thing, and do the same thing, until all the people that could have, like, if anybody would have just grabbed a drink, posted up for like 20 minutes, and that next wave of people would have came in. Oh, there's a little bit of people here. Grab a drink. Oh, there's a little, oh, and then it grows. But if y'all walk into a spot and don't give it a chance within the first, you know what I'm saying, like 10 minutes or even 5 minutes, y'all walk in, you'll even just like, I've seen people walk into spots throughout my years and look, it's dead, and then they'll leave.
180.
And like, there's nothing wrong with that if the fucking place is whack. But if it's like early in the night and you know what I'm saying, you ain't got much to do, yeah, go ahead, leave, check some other bars, come back, you'll see that it's full or it's filling up. And it's the people that decided, I'm going to chill here just for a second and see what the vibe is. And then they realize, oh, if I'm here, I'm contributing to that vibe. So if you guys want to make shit happen, if you want to make the city dope, then show up to the fucking parties.
That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing when you're at a jam, you're at a function, you're chilling, and it's like, oh man, it's dead. Whatever, I'm dipping. The next morning comes by, you check the Snapchat story, the same spot you just left. It was crazy.
You just need to wait half an hour.
Showed up, like everything just happened that one night.
Half an hour.
All you have to do is wait, and now it's like fuck. For the next 6 months, you're going there every Friday.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Every Friday, every Saturday, just to see, like,
try to
bro,
catch that one last time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%.
Bro, it's just like I say, just live.
Just live your
live.
life.
That's all it is.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like, or like, if you're not gonna like stick around in a spot and do your thing, just go circulate and come back. You'll see these spots is all gonna be bumping soon and eventually, bro.
So what's your thought on E-Town scenery? And when I say scenery,
Like how it looks.
Yeah. No, not on how it looks. Like scenery when it comes to artists, like just people who are trying to is here a good spot to start off?
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say. What? Okay, why do you think
I
that?
think so. I think so. It's developing itself. You know what I'm saying? Edmonton itself is it's behind, people would say. And you have now an opportunity, while everything is starting to catch up, to get to the forefront of that. Like, look at motherfuckers like Retro. Like, he literally is. I just saw he just shot a video at Abco. Like, he's using his connections and using the city and using his, his resources wisely and doing things like professionally. Like people like Arden. He has a show over at Starlight Room coming up real soon. Like, just watching like these dudes.
August 25th, by the way.
Exactly.
My bad. Keep going.
No, I like it. Like, literally, like, it's shit like that impresses me about these motherfuckers, because they're young, they're ambitious.
Young, yup. Retro's like what, 19? Sheesh.
19 to probably 20 maybe now.
Yeah.
But like, literally, bro, like, these guys have a vision. They've sat there, they've watched all these other artists do it, and back in the day, like, from way back, motherfuckers would be like, you need the record label, you gotta go through this. Now it's YouTube. Now you can go ahead, get your laptop, buy the microphone, buy that. Like, you can put your podcast together yourself. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers can put together albums themselves. And doing it here in Edmonton, you're lucky. Because we're growing. We're gonna be another, like, Toronto. I guarantee you, Vancouver. Like, we're gonna make it to that point. I've already heard people that are in Toronto, that are in Vancouver. Ain't shit popping in Vancouver right now, man. It's just Toronto. Ain't shit, or it's Edmonton. Ain't shit popping in Toronto right now. It's happening in Edmonton. You guys are bubbling. You guys have some real stuff going on.
Okay, now let me ask you this. With the same way you just said, it's easy for people to get stuff going. They could hop on YouTube, get a laptop. If it's that easy, don't you think with so many people doing things, it's just as easy for stuff to not be good too?
Yeah, of course. There's tons of trash out there, dog. You think I don't hear that shit every day? Y'all motherfuckers be sending me that shit, man. There's some trash out there. But that doesn't mean you have to stop. That doesn't mean that one day you won't turn that trash into gold. I had trash when I started. When I was first DJing, my first mix was horrible. My first, like, audio engineer when I was mixing and mastering was trash. And motherfuckers had to tell me, that shit is trash, yo. Fix up. And I had to. And then what, like, it's people looking at you and saying, yeah, bro, that's some good shit. When your shit is trash, that keeps your fucking shit, keeps your shit trash.
Yeah.
If my homies, if I make a song specifically knowing it's trash, and these motherfuckers be telling me it's good, then I'm going to have to look at all my people around me and, like, fix my whole situation. Because I can't trust them. But when I do make something whack and I know it's whack and they say, I don't know how I feel about this, I know, I'm like, yeah, I was feeling the same way, homie. And you listen.
Yeah.
The ego shit.
Yeah.
Remove that ego or manage.
But at the same time, in some people's defense, when you find trash, we hear things differently.
Oh, 100%.
When you find trash, I'm like, yo, I think this is your hardest shit.
Perception. Most important thing, I learned this in, like, it was grade 8. I think I had, like, the fucking epiphany. I'm like, yo, no one is ever gonna see, like you said, you see 3, I see 2. Like, nobody's ever gonna see shit the same way you see it. So you gotta take, and especially with music is the most subjective thing ever. There's nothing that is right and there's nothing that is wrong. So what you do, if you fucking love your song and someone tells you it's trash, but you say, like, they'll tell you that, but that does not affect you, and you still know your song is good to you, then fucking, it probably is a good song. Because you believe in it, you like it, and you're going to keep going, you're going to keep making music, and you're going to get better. Yep. So it's about that, like, balance of it, You got to have the ego there and be able to just grab it, pull it back, and even sometimes push it forward a little, and be like, nah, this shit is fire. Fuck off, Like, yeah, you gotta defend your stuff too. So I'm on both sides of it, where it's like, if I find it trash and you don't find it trash, then at the end of the day, that's just a song. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything else about it. That's just my opinion and your opinion. And then we move on. We listen to something else. Listen to some fucking, I don't know, Bobby Brown or something.
I just the thing I just dislike about that is because I had a homie of mine that just jumped in. Not just jumped in. He's been doing it, but he asked me to come to the studio with him. And before I came in, I hit him on the chest and I said, "Bro, let me tell you something. I'll come. I'll pause. I'll come. I'll show up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 2 a.m., 3 in the morning. I'll show up. Yeah. I'll pull up. But yo, if I tell you I'm not fucking with this, but the thing, I'm nice. I won't say, bro, this shit's trash. I'll be like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I don't know if this is something I'll listen to, you know? But if you're inviting me to the studio for that, just know you're here nothing but honesty.
Yeah.
Now, I pull up, right? I get to the spot. He plays about 5 songs total, 6. 3, I'm like, yo, you have to drop that. You got to drop this. You should have dropped this one yesterday. The next 3, like, bro, this shit's ass. I didn't say ass, but I'm like, yo, I'm going to keep it real with you. I wouldn't drop any of these. Yeah. And right then and there, the mood went from this to this. I'd ask 100%. Him, yo, where's the bathroom? You'll find it. Yo, nigga, you told me to pull up. Nothing but honest opinions, and you're taking it to heart. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of people just take shit to heart. I don't know if I'm supposed to word it exactly how you want me to word it to like make you not feel bad, but
fuck that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the most honest, blunt, brutal person you'll meet, bro. Especially when, like, if I don't know you, it's worse. If I know you, I might be a little nicer to you, but, like, you know what I'm saying? If I don't know you, and especially if you're like an artist or whatever, you're trying to show me some shit or force some shit on me, because I've had that happen, like, where I'm trying to walk through somewhere and dudes will like
pull up on
be like in my ear with the fucking phone. I'm like, I'm trying to go to fucking Wendy's, bro. Like, literally, like, and that, like, nah, I'm sorry, I'll be brutally honest. If it's fire, fuck, then I'll be brutally honest, right? That's, for me, it's like, it's that situation that you were in. Literally, I've been on both sides. I've been the guy that's sat there and showed people music, and, you know, this is good. I don't really know about this. I don't really feel this. And at the time, I was so young and so jaded and so had my ego so high. I was, these motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about. They don't make music. They don't whatever. Blah, blah, blah. All these dumb thoughts in my head that your friend probably had that from when you said what you said or whatever the case may be. But as I started to do more of this background management roles and doing things like, you know what I'm saying, where I have to give my actual opinion and this shit can't just be fucking trash on someone else's song or in my opinion, right? Or it has to be constructive. So for me, I'm not just gonna say, oh, it's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna say, I like it. This is what I don't like about it, but this is what you did good. And I used to direct, like, in school. So I used to do like plays and shit. And something I learned from that is the best way to tell somebody bad news is give them 2 compliments and a fuck you in the middle. Yeah. And it's called a shit sandwich. You just hand them the shit sandwich, niggas will eat that shit all day. Because it's pretty good, bro. There's 2 compliments on there. There's just a thin layer of shit that you gotta clean up real quick. And, like, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, it's just a nice way to be brutally honest sometimes. You know what I mean? And it works a little bit better than saying a whole bunch of shit like, man, your flow is whack as fuck.
This nigga said thin layer of shit. What I like about that is
like a PB&J, man. You know
what I like about that is yeah, like, instead of just giving them the bad news directly, maybe if you add some little one to you. I like your hair. I like
not even like
I like your hair. I like
no. Like about the shit. Like if the beat is good and you know I like the way you came in.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, my bad.
If we're talking about your outfit, I'd be like, I like your do-rag. I like your socks.
Right.
Yo, the pants gotta go. I don't mean that literally.
Yeah, no, but like 100%. Yeah. Then that's how. Yeah. Then it's like, all right, man. At least you know what. Fuck you, but you know what? I fuck with you still. You know, like, yeah, that's it's easier to take a lot of the time. So, hey, man, if you ever want to tell some people some shit, try it. Some people it works. Some people just look directly at the shit and they're just like, what the fuck?
Now, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
This is how I would give it. So let's say I come or you invite me to a spot. You're playing your music. You're playing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You want my opinion. Yeah. This how I tell it to you. And be honest. Tell me how you'd feel. So you play it. You know, I gotta pretend like I'm actually in the, you know. Yeah. I listen. I slowly look at you. I look first. I look at you through the corner of my eye.
Yeah, that's the bad one.
I do this.
Yeah, okay.
And then I look at you. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah. I think you should get rid of it. How does that sound?
Don't say get rid of it, because you don't have the power nor the authority to tell anybody to get rid of that art, right? What you can say is, I don't necessarily think this is for me, but you know what? If you work on a few things and let me see it a little bit later, maybe you can change my mind. You know, it's a little bit lighter. Then, because get rid of it means you need to throw that in the trash, burn it, fucking spit it out, get that shit gone. I don't ever want to see it again. Whereas like if you just tell them like, you know, I'm not feeling it. It's not for me right now. Maybe you can make it a little bit, you know, different, and it could appeal to me. But right now, it's not my thing. And that for somebody is for like, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, totally fine, bro. Like opinions are a real thing, you know, and like everybody has one. So you either take it as, and that's also on a person, like getting that kind of criticism. You know what I'm saying? For me, if you were to say that to me, I'd be fine with it. Like you say, get rid of it. I'm like, yeah, man, you don't like it. That's fine. Perfect. And if you say that and then I look at it and I'm like, maybe he's right. You know what? Let me scrap this and try something new. It could help me. So it's about me being able to take the fucking criticism too, right? So it's a two-part conversation. If you, like you say, you tell somebody something truthfully and they just jump into the fucking deep end of it telling you to fuck yourself and you don't know this and you don't know that, you're like, you know what I mean? Nobody's gonna learn. You're not gonna learn how to tell somebody some shit because now you're just gonna be like, well, fuck, man. Like, I'm not gonna tell nobody how I actually feel now because look at how this guy fucking reacted to me.
Now, before you know, you got two dudes throwing hands in a stew.
Exactly. You know, and now all this expensive equipment falling over.
Now everybody looks like imbeciles.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just an embarrassing situation.
It is an embarrassing situation.
And it's like that's all it really takes. Someone to come up to you with whatever they consider art and for you to just shoot it down. Yep. But that's enough for someone to just flip you. You know,
they'll pop you.
No, real shit. That's real shit.
There was a story of this party. Then this motherfucker went, and he had to go because they had a headliner that was like big DJ. Shit, you might want to bleep that one too. Cut, mark it. So they had a DJ come through, whatever, and like they had the headline or the local act who does, you know, the reggae scene or whatever the case may be. He did his thing, but the headliner needed a break, went off, local dude went on, and then people were like, no, we came here to see this guy. We paid the ticket to see the headliner. So the management goes and he's like, listen, like, you know, or the guy who threw the party, he's like, bro, like, you know, we're gonna get him back on, like, whatever. And he's like, what, you're gonna tell me to come off, blah, 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 just losing his mind over like a small thing. And then it got to the point where he like apparently left to go grab something. You know what I'm saying? So like it can get to that point over like small things, especially when it comes to art. Like some motherfuckers is touchy as a motherfucker.
At the same time, I understand it too.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Because it's like this is some shit. I was nervous as fuck to even start to even do it, and then the fact that I'm doing it in front of other people. Who the hell are you to come and tell me
some shit?
You know what I'm saying? I put my blood, sweat, and tears and more into it, and then you just come wake up, put on a t-shirt, and say, "Yo, this shit's ass." Exactly. It just takes a lot. Mm-hmm. So at the same time, you got to understand people process things differently. Yep. You may say it's constructive criticism. Mm-hmm. I may say, bro, you just dissing me, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Some people are feeling it, some aren't.
Yep.
And that's just how you got to take it.
Exactly.
It sucks, but it's just. At that point, you just gotta know the person well enough to know, like, okay, can he take good news? Can he take bad news? Mm-hmm. If I do say something wicked, how would he take it?
Right. That's also the like a big thing. You gotta know who you're talking to, right? Like you can read the energy from people and know, like, okay, if I say something to this motherfucker, you might pop me in the face right now. Like, you know what I mean? So like, it is all about just reading the room too. Like if it's your homie and you know you can tell him the real, then you can tell him like brutally, you know, like. You fucking sound like ass, bro, on that shit. But like if it's someone who invited you necessarily, like it's not a homie, like it's you met somebody or you're in the industry, like I'm a DJ and they invite me and say, hey man, I'd love to, like I'm an artist, I'd love for you to come to the studio, hear some music, whatever. That's when I gotta be a little more like, still honest, but fucking sugarcoat it a tiny bit and then give him the shit, man. Yeah, like a nice little whipped cream on the fucking Sunday, man.
So, what I want to ask you now is, with where you are at right currently in life, are you happy? Are you satisfied? You know what I'm saying?
Satisfied? No, not at all. Not nearly anywhere near satisfied, but I'm happy. Personal life, rocky, but career, and you know what? It's a funny thing because I talk about this all the time with all my homies. It's like life is like this all the time. Highs and lows constantly. So every time some shit for me is going great, I know that some bullshit is around the corner.
It's just waiting
for me. And I with that mentality, when the bullshit comes, I'm like, what up? dap it up, and me and the bullshit take a walk, and we figure it out. So like, it's just been it's like a career through the roof right now. But my whole fucking like personal shit like down, and I know like things kind of level themselves out up and down and whatever, but I am happy. So it's a weird point in my life where I'm so busy, like literally I have another podcast really soon too, so we kind of got to wrap up a little bit, but literally like this is usually my day off, like just to like chill and like relax and do shit, or like Tuesday and then like Wednesday and I'm not doing shit. But now usually fucking for the past 3 weeks it's been like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday something's going on, Tuesday I got the personal drama, and it's just like a whirlwind of shit. So as much as like life has been testing and, you know, trying to like stifle what I'm able to do, we've still been able to make it to all the gigs. Like Saturday I was at K-Days from 12 to 4:30, then I was at Home and Away from 5 to 8, then I was at Food's Repair Shop from 8:30, then I went and did Forever Set at like, you know, 11 or 12.
Oh, was that the one, Edmonton Tower?
Yeah, at Edmonton Tower. Yeah. And so then after that, like, you know, partied, did my thing, woke up the next day, had to go get my car, find my car, get everything together, and like, what did I even do the next day? I had a day party. Yeah, so like, it's just been nonstop. So I think I just need a fucking second.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't you think where, because the way it sounds like, because you just said when things are going good, you know something's bad about to happen.
It's not. I know what you're gonna say. Like I'm bringing it upon myself.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just more so like when the bad thing comes, like I'm not expecting it to come. I know how life has been. I only say that because of the last 3 weeks. It's just been in that pattern. But like I'm not actively like sitting here like, man, things are great right now, bro, but tomorrow's about to be shit. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still positive, and I'm still like, dog, like, you know, when this dumb stuff does come up and starts happening, that's when I'm like, it's that highs and lows shit. And I know what it is. I know life is very much like that. So I don't try to be like, man, it's coming, and it's gonna fuck my shit up. I'm just like, man, this is what it is. This is how we do it. And that's why like I can say I'm happy, even though like shit's still going on. Like I know who I am. I'm sound. I'm blessed. Life is good. I just got a new laptop. I'm happy, you know. So
I know that laptop was unnecessarily expensive.
Yeah. It was very much unnecessarily expensive, but very necessary.
There you go. You know? Okay, so I just have a few last things I want to ask you.
Please.
So from last time that I spoke to you up to now, has your prices gone up? Are the prices the same?
Prices are exponentially higher.
It's higher.
Exponentially.
Is there a reasoning for that, or you just like, I know my worth?
There's a few. So, number one, yes, I know my worth now. I did lowball myself for a long time. If you dealt with me in the past,
out the hard way.
Like I knew I was doing it. You know, when you like, I was too nice of a guy. You know, when like people ask you and you don't want to feel like a dick and be like, this is my price, and it's like, come on, man, we coming out of COVID and whatever, right? So I did stifle it coming out of COVID, but as we have been ramping shit up, and I look at the numbers that we do, you know, in nights, and I figure shit out. I'm involved and try to be involved in some of the shit that I can be. You know, I know that inflation is a real thing, and it affects me as well, and that means it affects my prices, and it affects that kind of shit. It also has to do with the amount of DJs in the city. There's not a lot of us. I'm like, look at me, I had to do 4 gigs on Saturday, not because necessarily I want to be that booked. I just wanted to help a bunch of people, and you know what I'm saying, there was the demand for it, and there isn't enough like supply of DJs. So in that case of it being like, I can't be here, and here on Saturday, one of you motherfuckers gotta pay this price. Unless you want to pay higher than that, I can't show up. And that's dealing with clubs. Artists, whole different thing. We talk, we build a relationship, we build a rapport. If you just hit me up out the blue and you're like, yo, I would like for you to DJ my show, you're probably not gonna get a reply.
I don't seem serious.
I don't work like that. Like we gotta meet. I gotta know who you are. We gotta build something together. We don't have to make no songs. We just come smoke in my house, or you know, let's have a drink at a bar. Let me hear some music, and if I fuck with you, yeah, we gonna get it. And you know what? You're probably not gonna pay as high a price. I'll be honest, but it's getting harder and harder to get my time like that, which is another reason why my prices are going up. It's not just me trying to be an asshole and say like, you know, I am the shit, I am whatever. I'm not. I'm a regular ass dude who just decided to DJ, and I'm getting gigs. And the only thing about it is I just can't be everywhere. So that's like the main thing. Yeah.
Wow. Nah, I feel that. That's a lot of people. I had an artist on, or not an artist, producer on, Benji.
Yeah, Benji. Yeah,
Benji.
he was on. Yeah, he was on.
I had him on a hot minute
it's
ago.
The homie, man. He's big now.
Oh, big.
Millions of streams out there with all these motherfucking
like
real.
Yeah,
millions.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
I had him on, but this wasn't like about COVID or anything. I also asked him too. I'm like, yo, did your price grow up? This is right. He just came back from Miami, like the third time in that 1 month. He just came back. Like, did your price go up? Nigga, of course. You know what I'm saying?
It has to go
Obviously, he didn't say nigga.
Yeah.
But he was just like, bro, of course it went up.
It has to go
and
up.
At first, before doing all this podcast stuff, I'm like, bro, why do niggas' prices go up? That don't make sense. But now that I'm actually into this and I'm listening to people speak about what they do and what it takes to do, I'm like, it only makes sense for your price to go up.
It's a lot of time and effort put into it, man.
And for the people that you do attract, and for the people that are still for the people that still agree with that price, you know it's nothing but seriousness from then on.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
If I tell you my price is blah, 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 and then you come to me and you say yes immediately, I know that this party is organized probably well.
Oh, yeah.
You have you know what I'm saying? You have a budget to spend the money, because if you're going to hire me, then you have enough money to facilitate the rest of the shit, I'd hope. Yeah. And you know that shit can be at least a little bit more trusted in that regard when people are a lot more. People are like, ah, man, damn, really? And then you gotta be like, bro, I have a call on my phone right now, but I'm talking to you. So do you want to work or not? And I'm only really like that with the clubs. Yeah. Because it's the grimiest business. So to work and to be like, I've been the nice kid. And I got taken advantage of for years. Yeah. Fuck that shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't dealing with no kid no more. I'm a grown ass man, bro. I'm about to turn 25 next week.
God damn, this nigga old.
Yeah, bro.
So now you know what time it is. So now there's no more like, okay, would you want to do this much? Now it's either this or you don't get me.
Yeah, it's this with me just DJing, and this with the sound system.
Yeah.
So if you need the sound system, that's an additional blah. So talk to me about it. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me, DJ January, Jalen January.
If you could tell me, let's say I needed something real quick for a wedding.
Okay.
My wife and I, we about to get, you know what I'm saying?
Quick. What do you mean quick? How many people?
No. When I say real quick, I mean like everything's already thought of.
Okay.
Like everything's already
planned out,
structured, planned out. Everything's there. We just need someone to play good music, keep the crowd going, and things like that. What would be your price, and you're needed for 4 hours, 5 hours?
As a DJ for a wedding, a lot of the time I like to do. So am I doing the sound setup? Or you got all that? Okay, so yeah. So if you hire me to pretty much just take care of your wedding, you're looking. It depends on the packages. Me and my mother have a business, GG Entertainment. So you know what I'm saying. 2023, we're open right now for our bookings, and it's filling up kind of fucking fast. So it's a lot of weddings. It's a lot of corporate stuff. So hit us up. Our prices range from about $1,549 to about $3,000, and starting to rise as things get a little bit more serious. And that's so the bass. That's speakers, my lights. We have uplighting. Take care of everything. All of our sound. We got our microphones. My mom can explain this shit a lot better than me because she does weddings every week. She's a fucking master at it. But it's just we know what the range is out there in the world, and we want to be at least a little bit more affordable, which I know it sounds like a really high price, but it's try to go and find a DJ for a wedding.
That's what I was gonna say, because it may sound crazy, but if you already have a whole wedding going on, that should damn near be the cheapest shit. Yeah. You know, because I hear weddings be going $50K, just something wicked. Yeah. So dropping 15 to 3, 4, maybe 5K.
Yeah, exactly.
That couldn't be.
And it all depends on what you want in there, right?
Yeah.
So if you want your shit to look dope, and you want they can do we can do dancers, photo booth, 360 photo booth. Like we can book out a whole band for you. We can figure shit out to make it. Obviously, all of these things are gonna add costs, and it's like a la carte. Mm-hmm. So this costs this much, this costs this much. You want to add it, but we do packages. We do things for whatever situation. So wedding, party, corporate, club, kids event. Sorry, anything.
Yeah,
literally anything. So just hit us up.
Yes,
DJ Game Girl on IG, DJ GAMEGIRL. That's my mother. And then me, JAYLINJANUARY.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? January.
So this right here is for sure my last question.
That's fine. No, you're good.
So it's like a 2-part question. Mm-hmm. The first thing I wanted to ask you is, what's going on with Self-Care Sunday? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's to come? What's currently going on? Mm-hmm. What was going on? On and so on. So
we've had it. It's been a bit of a journey. As I've been getting busier, it's been hard to kind of be consistent. That was something we found out early on. And so we started to stack episodes. So we took a break for a little while. If maybe some of you noticed, maybe not. But we didn't post for maybe 3 months. We tried to post maybe sporadically. And then that was in that bulk of time was when we started to get a lot of our guests that we have kind of showing up right now. So we've just been stockpiling, and we did probably the 3 months worth of episodes every week. A lot of them just 3, me, Malcolm, and Dylan, and we would just try to prepare ourselves for the summertime right now that was coming. Now we have it scheduled. Everything is kind of feeling a little bit more professional. Dylan takes care of everything for me. He's a blessing. He does the editing. He literally sets up fucking all the thing. He'll be about to come in here and start doing all that shit any minute now. And honestly, it's a blessing, bro. It's something I started in the middle of COVID just to go see my homies, because I found out podcasting was an essential service, an essential business.
No way.
And nobody could stop it. Nobody could stop it. So
essential.
we just said fuck that. If it's an essential service or business, then pull up to the fucking crib. We're gonna shoot these episodes. We're gonna get it. We're gonna chill, and we're gonna have a good time and just talk shit. And it turned into something where we started to have you came on. We had CX was one of our first guests. We had we had Top Boy, CX to the world. Yeah. Kari, man, Kari. Yeah, man, that's the homie, man. I ain't seen him in a minute, man. But literally, those are the dudes that kind of started us out. Top Boy, again, one of those first homies to help us. We had Sean Gordema on with us at the time, and we grew and grew and grew. And me and him fell out. We've linked up again. We've cleaned up, the past and everything. But it's been through.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, it's been through cycles, bro. Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not afraid to talk about it. I was over some shit, some bitch, a bitch.
Damn.
Shit, not even on him doing anything or him saying anything. Just me having this woman, and you know what I'm saying. I don't always like calling women bitches, but this one particular one's, yeah. She just had this big issue with him, and it caused a rift, and it really did fuck up the podcast and fucked up the energy and the flow that we had going. So I had to reach out and apologize to him once everything was said and done, and I had to look in the mirror and be like, man, there's certain things that you tolerate with yourself, or you do, and you got to man up for, and that was one of those things where I'm glad that I can call him and we can have a conversation that isn't a fuck you, I don't care. It's a conversation. It's a man thing. So I'm always happy to address that kind of shit too, because it definitely needs to be addressed. We didn't address it just because we're trying to just move with it, and honestly, we've only cleared it up as of recently. So this is something that's 2 months where we kind of have been getting shit back on track, which is but so honestly, with Self-Care Sunday, it's with him involved is how we were able to kind of jumpstart our name and get it out there, and I'll never take that away from him, ever. He started our connections and started us growing, and it was just something where we had to keep that going, keep pushing, get guests on, and we've had so many new guests on and so many new people that it's just hopefully if he's down to come back at some point, we'd love to have him back as like a reoccurring guest. And like, I know he's busy as fuck right now, so everything kind of worked out in a weird way.
Yeah.
Because he was like, at that time, he was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it to a lot of this shit, or like, I'll try to find time. But he was, he was with the basketball stuff like hard, and like, you know, Good Hoops is doing their thing, and like, I'm not proud to be affiliated, dog.
I was talking to him, like I had a few episodes with him I did an episode with him a little bit ago. Of course, camera had issues, so we had to reschedule it to another day, and that's what he's saying. Like, I don't want to give out too much, but it seems like. No, not too much like he was talking crazy.
No.
But like things will be looking good. Like there will be an extra person if you get what I'm saying. You know, so the future is looking pretty bright.
Future's looking good.
Yes,
it is.
Sir.
I don't like to have issues. Like I said, I want to make the community and the city something that's more of a tight-knit thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I did this whole Self-Care Sunday thing, was to make sure that we could start putting eyes on people. And if I'm going to grow I hit the mic. If I'm going to grow at any point in time, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to bring everybody else I can along with me, if it's, you know, in any way, shape, or form. So I'm glad to like actually have started it, and you know, people care about it.
And look how far it's came.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, next Sunday, or this is gonna come. This will be. You won't see this, but like it'll already have happened. But next Sunday, I'm at the Pint downtown, and Chris Harvey gave me an awesome opportunity to brand Self-Care Sunday as a party and be able to like present this day party that's happening. And you know, like hopefully we can get the brand, get a couple sponsors to slowly start to pay attention to us, because if we start to do these parties, then we can start to sell some liquor, and then these brands can be like, oh, like Remy is going to be like, oh yeah, okay, so they do sell some, well, here's a little bit. And then maybe we can start getting my boys some you know, weekly paychecks, you know?
Yes sir, yes sir. And you said it happens every Friday?
Which?
The pint. The long pint.
So that one's just happening this upcoming Sunday, which is July 31st for the long weekend. That's just like a one-off right now. So I'm testing it out. I'm seeing. I want to try to do it once a month, but every single Friday I'm at the Common. So it's, if you've heard of 9910, the Common is the upstairs restaurant. It converts from a restaurant into it's like a dance club.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it like a club. It's like you could still go and like chill it's sectioned. Like you could chill in the front, you could still eat and like have a meeting in the middle, and then as the night progresses, it just kind of gets more and more busy and more of a party, and then that just kind of moves its way throughout the whole building. So it's a big vibe in there. We do dance hall, Afro, and lots of like, you know, really eclectic music remixes. It's not trappy, so if you're looking for trap music, you're in the wrong place. If you're looking if you're looking for gangster, bust guns, like we get into it for a quick minute, you know what I'm saying?
Not as long.
But we don't sit there and live in there.
That shit on, bro, some shit's about to go down.
No. The clientele is very, very much like people dress nice and come out, you know what I'm saying? People are older, people want to spend money, and people want to just have a good night. They're here to dance, they're here to have a vibe. No problems have I ever really seen, so let's keep it that way. If you guys do want to come out and see me, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it that way. We're there to have fun, and Afro Beats always provides that shit. So come see me on a Friday at the Common. I'm always going to fucking push that shit. Like, it's been my dream to be there since I started DJing. That was the venue that I had my eyes on at the top. I'm like, that's where if I get there,
now look at you.
I can get that.
Now that you're there, you gotta have. Okay, now I want to go.
I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going.
You know what I'm saying? You already know where you're going.
I know. I'm not gonna say it, but I know where I'm going, and I'm excited for that one.
So that's all I got to ask you before I wrap this up. Is there anything you want to ask me?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying, before we end this?
What's going on, man? Like, how's everything?
Bro.
So what's the plan for the next few months, man?
Bro. The next, let me tell you. First things first.
Yeah.
Like just the exact same thing that you had. I had a little break.
Right.
And when I say break, I meant like I just lost motivation.
Right.
I didn't know how to continue. I'm like, bro, I've been doing this. I want this to do a whole 180. I'm trying to see something different. You know?
Yep.
And then thank God to the man upstairs. I got a nice cameraman, you know what I'm saying, behind me. And the thing is, I'm not just saying this because here, when you actually see nice visuals, you know what I'm saying? It changes everything. Because I'm the type of dude, when I talk, obviously not right now because I'm holding a mic, my hands speak for me.
I'm the same kind of way.
You know?
I like to
and
do
like, now that I could look into the camera and actually move my hand, and it's like, the way someone talks, shows you everything. Like, I could be talking to you, I could be in the best of mood, but if I move my hand hard as shit, from outside looking in, it looks like I'm pissed.
Yeah.
You know?
No, people think that about me too, because I'm very, I'm expressive, man.
Yeah.
And I wear my emotions on my face, so motherfuckers will be like, bro, you're good. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm good. I'm happy, bro. But I'm hyped. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm better than you, dog. Like, the fact you asking me, you fucked up.
No, but with this, the next few months is just more visuals, visuals, better content.
I like it.
Back then, it was quantity over quality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, fuck it, I need to drop something.
Right.
I drop something every Monday, Friday. Let me just keep on going, Now it's quality over quantity. I'd rather have this one good-looking episode,
right,
rather than 9 that just look whatever, but long as I got them out. My mindset isn't there anymore.
Right.
And even though I'm like, another thing I'm also learning is to not take that much advice from other people.
Right.
Because other people will tell you what's best for them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Never what's best for you. I had this one friend that I just listened to for everything.
Yeah.
Yo, why don't ask people about what they do anymore? Ask them more about what they should be doing.
Right.
You don't ask people where they from. People don't care about that. Make your podcast 30 minutes long. And I would listen to everything. But one day I just woke up, I'm like,
what the fuck am I listening
who
to?
Who are you, bro? Look at Joe Rogan. This thing got 2-hour long podcast.
Yeah.
He just signed a $10 million contract with Spotify.
Yeah.
You know? And this guy's making 2-3 hour long and people are watching it from beginning to end.
Exactly.
You know? But to answer your question, is just more visuals, better sounding, just everything.
Yeah,
you know, I got a crazy ass interface that I'm gonna be purchasing soon. Some shit that looks like the one you have over there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just excited.
I like that, man.
I've never been so excited talking about my convo with Marlo.
Yeah.
Usually I would be excited, but the excitement then doesn't compare to the excitement now.
Yeah, I feel that.
Every time I have an episode to do, I'm like, bro, I can't wait to get home. I look like crack, bro. I'm moving quick as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
You know, I'm like, bro, I can't wait to get home. Should I ask him this?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna ask him that. You know, it's just excitement is crazy, bro.
That's the thing that you were saying to me about seeing me do my thing. That's what I get to see when you come and do this shit, man. That's what I love about it, bro.
Sir.
This shit is real, man.
To me, it's not even a podcast. It's not, bro. I'm just conversating.
It's just a convo with Marlon, man. Come on, now.
Exactly. The things that I've always like. I love coming to people that actually do the things that I'm curious about, like all the DJing stuff, all your podcast stuff, and all your relationships. I'm like, yo, so the DJ, is it really freaking?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just those little things that may seem idiotic to me, but to you, you're like, yo, no way someone knows. Let me ask you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
man.
I love learning the small things about the things you do. You know, to you probably don't even notice it because you've been doing it since how long? But to me, I'm like, bro, how do you multitask? How do you do this? How do you jump and you still can mix at the same time?
Yeah.
How do you move these little things that like move up and down?
Right.
You know, it's just, to me, it's like, it's fascinating. It's fascinating to see how much someone can fall in love with something that you just wouldn't expect. Because bro, I look at you. If you told me you do what you do, I'd be like, you sure? Like, what do you really do?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just, you can't ever judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You know? And I love talking to people.
Yeah.
I love not even just love talking to people. I love seeing body movements. Like, how's it that when I move my shoulders like this, I'm saying I don't know. You move your shoulders like this, you're saying something else.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just everybody's just different.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Body language is important, bro.
Of course. But quality. That's
like
where
that.
I'm at. It's just all quality.
That's what it's all about.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to, man, I had the same mentality too at a certain point where I was like, I'm just going to put shit out. I was putting a song out every Friday. I didn't give a shit. I was just like, boom, 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 boom. I did it for half a year. And I was going to do it for the full year. And I was just like, I started to make quality, like really, really good music. And I had like a lot of it. And I started to think, I'm like, why am I just throwing this shit out? Nobody's listening to it. I'm just trying to gain like attention. And I'm throwing out shit. And some of it's good. Some of it's like okay. Like even when I listen back to it, I'm like, yeah, I don't really like this. I don't fuck with this. And this didn't last as much as I thought it would. And that's why like right now, if you want to listen to my fucking music on Apple Music, Jalen January on all that streaming shit, it's going away real soon. All of it's going.
Damn,
so it's going all down, and I'm just restarting. I have the magazine that's gonna do me here. Hold up.
Pause.
Exactly. The magazine that's gonna cover who I am, and the festival that's coming up at the end of August that I'm really excited about, just to kind of like hopefully kickstart this whole career aside from being a DJ. So, you know, it's just about that.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I was saying. That's how we ended it, I guess. Fuck.
So, let people know where they can find you for your music, for the DJ, for the podcast, for everything.
Everything is Jalen January. J-A-Y.
Yeah, I was going to say spell it out.
Yeah, J-A-Y-L-I-N January. It's long, but it's Jalen January. You see January on the fucking calendar every year, so you know how to spell. You know how to spell that at least. You know, hopefully.
Autocorrect does.
Autocorrect gets you, but the Jaylin, that part is easy enough. Find me on Instagram. You can look at me at YouTube. We have Self Care Sunday podcast on YouTube. That's where you can find all the podcasts. Also, same thing on Instagram. But like, you know, the music, all that shit, it's all under the same name. Everything is Jalen January. It's super easy. If you want to find me somewhere on whatever, just look that up. I'm sure I'll come up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I want to thank you for coming on.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me.
Thank you, bro. Again, I have to say this again. Thank you for giving me the chance coming on last year.
Oh,
you know, because to you, it might have just been a whatever type podcast.
No, to me, I was like, someone wants to interview me, bro. What the fuck? This is crazy. I was hyped. That was one of my favorite things to do last year was because doing the podcast shit, you know, like you're interviewing people and being on this side of it is
different,
bro.
That's why when Sean Legacy invited me to your podcast, I'm like, damn, you want to hear what I have
exactly.
Less.
No, trust. That's why we're gonna have you back.
Oh, trust me.
Middle of September for sure.
Just holla at me. All you gotta do is let me know, cause bro, when you ask me what am I doing September 19th, I'm like, bro, what are you doing in September? I don't fucking know. You know?
I'm fucking booked.
I feel that. But you know what I'm saying? Again, thank you for coming on.
Yep.
I really enjoyed this.
I really enjoyed it, man. It was a great conversation, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to get into another one, actually, right
this
now.
Nigga does not sleep. You do not sleep.
I do not, actually. I think I need to see a doctor about it.
You fucking up.
I got insomnia, too.
This nigga is fucking up.
That's why we good, though. You see the bags under my eyes. Come on, now. We getting it.
It's your boy Combo and Marlo.
It's your boy Jalen January.
And I'm out.
Peace.